We are often taught that to love or to care is to hold on, to grip, to secure. We treat connection like a possession, believing that the tighter we clench our fist, the safer the contents remain. But there is a heavy cost to a clenched fist. It cannot work, it cannot build, and it certainly cannot receive. The paradox of human attachment is this: the more desperately you chase stability in another person, the more unstable you become. You fear the loss so deeply that you lose your dignity in the process. But what if I told you that the fear of losing someone else is actually the fear of facing yourself? You know the silence I speak of. It is the silence that echoes in an empty room, or worse, the silence that sits heavy between two people who are drifting apart. You have felt the anxious rhythm of your own heart waiting for a message that hasn't come, analyzing a glance that felt cold, dissecting a tone of voice until your mind is exhausted. You look for reassurance like a man gasping for air. Is everything okay? Did I do something wrong? Why has the energy changed? This is not evil. This is human. But let us be honest about what it feels like. It feels like servitude. When you place the keys to your emotional stability in another person's pocket, you become a passenger in your own life. If they smile, you are high. If they withdraw, you plummet. You are not living. You are reacting. You are a leaf blown by the wind of another's mood, terrified of the winter. This anxiety creates a self-fulfilling prophecy. In trying to force closeness, you create suffocation. In trying to demand certainty, you destroy mystery. There is a better way. It is not a modern trick. It is an ancient path. The Stoics did not teach us to be stones. They did not teach us to kill our capacity to love. They taught us how to be sovereign. They taught us that a man's worth is not found in the approval of others, but in the governance of his own soul. Epictetus, the slave who became a master of philosophy, gave us the ultimate weapon against anxiety, the dichotomy of control. There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. Her feelings? Not up to you. Her changing attraction? Not up to you. The length of the relationship? Ultimately, not up to you. What is yours? Your character, your reaction, your capacity to remain whole, regardless of the external weather. Seneca warned us about the torture of overthinking. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. How many hours have you lost simulating arguments that never happened? How much peace have you burned trying to predict the future? You are digging your own grave with the shovel of your imagination. Stop. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor who could command the world, but chose to command himself, gave us the image of the man we must aspire to be. Be like the cliff against which the waves continually break, but it stands firm and forces the fury of the water around it to sleep. The waves are the emotions of others. They are the conflicts, the distance, the uncertainty. You do not fight the wave. You do not drown in the wave. You stand. You let it crash. You remain the cliff. When you internalize this, a shift occurs in your chest. The tightness releases. You realize that letting go does not mean leaving. It does not mean you stop caring. It means you stop clinging. There is a profound difference between a man who stays because he is terrified to leave, and a man who stays because he chooses to love. The first is a beggar. The second is a king. When you practice Stoic detachment, you stop asking the world to validate you. You validate yourself through your conduct. If there is distance, you use that space to build your empire, your body, your mind. If there is conflict, you meet it with reason, not emotional chaos. If there is an ending, you accept it as the natural course of nature, not a judgment on your soul. This is not coldness. A stone is cold because it has no warmth to give. A Stoic is composed because he is the fire, not the fuel. People are drawn to certainty. In a world of anxious, reactive men, the man who is at home in himself is a rare and powerful thing. When you no longer need to control the outcome, you become capable of enjoying the moment. You love without a contract. You give without a ledger. So, let the text go unanswered for an hour. Let the silence sit. Let the uncertainty exist without trying to solve it immediately. Observe the fear rising in your chest and realize it is just a sensation. It is not a command. Return to your purpose. Return to your virtues. Return to the things that are exclusively yours. When you stop chasing the shadow of connection, you turn around and face the sun. You stop losing sleep over what you cannot keep, and you start building what can never be taken away. The moment you stop fearing the loss of another, you realize you have finally gained possession of the only thing that was ever truly yours, yourself.